Okay, we're at the end. We are at the end of this chapter. So, what did you see in the 17th century? Saw Louis the Eighth become King of France. You have seen a bunch of very, very fancy, very, very fancy men and women. You have seen some extravagance and flamboyance. I love the 17th century. It's so over the top. So over the top. So we got that historical background. You learned a little bit about the Northern American colonies. You've seen some distinctive dress, so you got to see what the Puritans were wearing, which is much different than what the French were wearing, as we talked about that flamboyishness. You got a whole host of terms of garments that men wear. Men had a lot of things that they wore in this period. So you got that. Again, you got to see some awesome images. And I don't know, I love this. This is one of the, I think for me, historically, for historical dressing, for historical costume, that's what they call it. This is one of my favorite periods because it's so ridiculous. I love that it's so ridiculous and over the top, and there are feathers and layers and shoes. I just love this period. So hopefully you have loved this period as well. Okay, so creeping up to next week, next module we will. Sorry, my notes are down here at the bottom. Next module we're covering the 18th century, which definitely has the U.S. in it. Right, that is the founding of our country. You will additionally see some more extravagant ridiculousness, but you'll also see what some regular people are wearing as well. And then next week we'll also have our critical thinking activity, which I will ask you to draw some comparisons between these three periods that you've seen. And after we finish next week, we will have our only midterm, because that's at the midterm. So we're halfway home. Halfway home. You've done it. I have been so enjoying your discussion boards and looking at the pictures that you are submitting. That's why I love the visual discussion boards, looking at the images that you're submitting. And I'm just really enjoying shepherding you through this process. So as always, come see me. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and hit me up in the inbox. See you.